We were forced to listen to this childish, shrieking fairy tale tune that featured the sounds of bashing, like wood on bone, and deeply guttural, ugly laughter. The combination was more like something you'd hear in a haunted house for Halloween, and more people were passing us to get off, put off by this twisted spectacle of ugly showmanship. The lighting dimmed the further along we walked, deeper and darker, with people huddled together. The mud from trudging shoes and sweat from thrill-seeking armpits had woken a smell that put me in mind of Viking farmers herding and then slaughtering sheep. There was no more comfort to be had in holding hands with my date. A chill ran through my back and the fear struck a chord in my spine. I couldn't see a thing through these blackened, fake cave walls, but my ears picked up the echoes of screams on top of trundling, rattling tracks. We turned another corner and entered a narrow tunnel, and we could now see the train, the nose of it resembling a large wooden log but made of steel, its front poking out at the end of this confined tunnel like a warped image in the back of an old photograph. It reminded me of one of those nightmares where you knew something truly horrifying was just in front of you, and you'd plead with yourself to wake up, but you'd keep walking towards it, that complete loss of control. Those sounds, that bashing, crunching, deep resonating cackling, the screaming of helpless people. My mind was once again bringing me back to those images of derailed coasters and various theme park accidents and fatalities, all in the name of that cheap surge of adrenaline. My legs were so shaky, I had to hold the guardrails to keep myself from collapsing. My date asked if I was okay. I lied. After several boardings, our time was now. The empty train trundled into place in front of us beyond the large metal safety railings. It was streaming with rainwater, and I was concerned that you weren't able to see anybody exit the ride. It was a fresh, empty train every time, like a constant feed of meat entering a conveyor belt. People were smiling. People were hyperventilating. People were pumped. They couldn't wait to experience this. I breathed deeply and I felt my hand squeeze the railing hard. This was the most terrified I'd ever been in my life. I sat down in the train and my jeans were immediately soaked, giving discomfort to my already clammy skin, with the outside elements giving me an afflictive teaser as to what was coming. The overhead shoulder restraints tightened over me, dwarfing my slim shoulders and wetting my hoodie. The bars on the front were freezing cold. It was like holding onto a frozen railing outside a skyscraper. My friends were talking to me, but nothing was registering. It was as though they were off in the distance, the background noise of smashing, laughing, and deep rumbling the only things filtering through.